The city with a traveling man. With tears in her eyes, she said, "Is this really goodbye?" I said, "Across the borders of land, I'm a
Wagwan. So, the quantum self. What is the quantum self? That sounds like some scientific mathematical shit, don't it? You see, the quantum self is realistically just you entering states of limitless possibilities. And why I bring this to you is the fact that from what I can see, people are really going through a lot of ego deaths and going through this awakening to self, true awakenings to self, not something in which somebody's giving you, but you're realizing what's been in front of you the whole time. So what we realize that what's beyond this plane, it can be fearful for a lot of people, but once you realize that you are here for a reason, that you designed this to happen the way in which it did, that you can, when it's time for you to transcend. The quantum self is all about you going and exploring different ranges of experiences. You see, when we look at life and the cycles of life, that you are here as a form, but form just takes on another form, even if it's formless. So realistically, you will always be, you will live forever. Eternity is in your DNA, literally. We are our ancestors without a doubt. Shouts out to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and what he left down for us, the blueprint to true government of mind, governing your mind and knowing your highest self and lowest self. I know a lot of us already understand these concepts, but we're now, so many things are happening that we have to really wake up to these things, or we'll be wearing a mask for 10 years type shit. And I know that seems drastic and draconian, but as you can see, a lot of these people, they're not playing around with this thing. You know, we have to really know where we stand and what truly has jurisdiction over us, and what do we give our power to, or what do we choose to accept as reality, right? Even if it's your own fantasy, what is that fantasy you are creating for yourself? You feel me? You know, I see 3 birds. The 3s are eternal. I have a company in which my business about real cultural Aboriginal Moorish jewelry, Moroccan style, Egyptian, Kemetic, Tamiri. Just giving you these symbols to wake us up, and it has a lot to do with sacred geometry as well, which I will be incorporating more into my jewelry and instruments to further keep your body in alignment, right? Alignment has to do with this quantum self. You must first be aligned to what and focus into what you're seeing, because when you get into cycles of being all over the place and disorganized and loopy, which, you know, a lot of Aquarius, more so air signs, can suffer from, because we're dwelling in the mental plane, the logical way of seeing things, and interpreting our feelings in a very logical way, you know, and seeing the world. And that's why the whole motto for Aquarians is I know. So the quantum self is something you can actually tap into right now. You don't even have to be outside of your body. More so, you have to know and have a true understanding of yourself, and that time is used by society to keep things in order for the system to run, because individuality is the true threat to society, to the system, that is. doing your own thing, seeing the world the way in which you see it and the way in which you are designed to see it, so you can create a new world, to create your world within worlds. I know we're world benders. Some man out here trying to be world destroyers like Galactus, you know what I'm saying? Which we can do both, because we have to be destroyers like Kali. That feminine energy is part of the quantum self that has to come to restore. The Eve, the evolution has to come to evolve us out of this predicament that we found ourselves in, because we have acquiesced so much and gave away our rights, our human rights for things that are, that literally could be seen as counterproductive for ourselves. Not unless we realize how much power we truly have, and why so much efforts are being done to just keep light from touching our skin. Because those who know us, a lot of people know you more than you don't even know yourself. Now is the time to know your true self, to know that the way in which you see the world is more powerful than what anyone can bring. But in that comes unity, because it's not all about the ego aspect to this. It's more so knowing that who you were designed to, like these rocks, they all come together. We can all form something, we can all build something together. We are all different degrees, different shapes and sizes, different symmetrical, sacred shapes to build this puzzle of Allah, the Most High. The different degrees that we must achieve to come full circle and into the knowledge of our true self. The quantum self is where in which we will become, through our will, through literally willing ourselves over obstacles. Like the Capricorn, the knees is associated with that, and I'm gonna do a video breaking down all of that stuff for y'all. Don't worry, that will come soon, with the different signs and what they rule over, as in what they influence the most. And the Capricorn is about stepping over the goat, stepping over obstacles. The goats climb the highest peaks too. They able to climb over the most difficult obstacles, and we have to embrace that Capricorn energy before we enter the actual Aquarius season. And that's not the Aquarius age, I'm talking about the season, that is, right? So, you know, we have to truly tap into yourself, tap into the things you love to do, and don't make any excuses for yourself. You're infinite, eternal. You see me? Peace and blessings. Stay on temple.
Mind elevation. Can't let more. Mind elevation.